I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. This is a rivalry game that always gets the blood pumping, both on the field and in the stands. One of the great division battles in the NFC. They've met once already this season. We'll see what kind of fireworks are in store for us here in Game 2. It's the Cowboys going up against the Redskins. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. First carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Dez Bryant, certainly one of the go-to guys, if not the go-to guy for this offensive unit.
One of the most talked-about players in the league, as well as one of the most productive receivers. He attacks the football downfield.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. A second down throw for Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. First down coming there. On the intermediate passing play, that's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Prescott on first down, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Charles Johnson off the edge, a long day for any offensive tackle.
So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And some room to roam now. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion. Second down, Prescott. And this is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw this time. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
It appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Running with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, the 2014 NFL leader as a rookie in yards per punt, Tress Way on to kick it. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and long for Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Fielded just inside the 20. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they?
And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Time running out here on the play clock. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Prescott now on 2nd down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Redskins offense now. They head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that tells you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Second down following the run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Time to step aside. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Second down, Prescott. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here we go.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move to Sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. 15.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hey. Got three. 3 down. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3.
Looking to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Prescott now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. 1st down, Prescott. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Second down here after the incomplete pass. A second down throw for Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Green 39! Green 39!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defensive holding penalty here, Charles.
You get outside of 5 yards downfield, and you get grabby with an offensive player, the flag will come out every time.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
On play action, they'll throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They're going to look to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
First down. He'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The play clock's running down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's Thomas. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Play clock winding down. They'll set up a throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
They come out here in the eye.
Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Mike 51. Detroit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be first down Redskins.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. He'll look to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On play action, they'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On the end around, this is Thomas. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get... And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Direct snap this time, middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, he had 1 job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to. Kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come up in an offset eye. Again, it's Elliott. They find some open field here. Give him 30 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskins defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now a first down following that long gain. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Elliott. And he'll at least get it. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Let's go.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Third down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
And his kick is good. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cowboys, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.